Welcome to today's video. This is a B2-level grammar lesson. We're continuing our discussion of gerunds and infinitives. Today we're going to be talking about verbs followed by infinitives. And here's an example. She offered to help the older lady. So an infinitive is the word to plus a verb, and the negative form is not to plus the verb. Some verbs are always followed directly by infinitives. So, for example, she agreed to help me, or she agreed not to complain. Unfortunately, there is no reason why some verbs are followed by infinitives, so the best way to remember is to practice. Here are some common verbs that are followed by infinitives, and it might help to, as you're memorizing these, put the word to after them because it just kind of sounds natural to say things like afford to, agree to, appear to, care to, choose to, claim to, dare to, decide to, deserve to, fail to, happen to, hurry to, learn to, manage to, offer to, plan to, pretend to, refuse to, say to, seem to, tend to, volunteer to, wait to, and wish to. Now match the beginning of the sentence to the end. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. She agreed to help her younger brother with his homework. We are aiming to increase our sales by 20% next year. I can't afford to buy a new car. I don't have enough money. And you appear to be tired. Did you sleep enough last night? The baby tends to fall asleep after he eats. Do you want to join me for dinner? She chose to buy the red dress rather than the blue one, and he claims to be the best on the team, but I don't believe him. Now, these are some questions that you can answer in the comments to generate some conversation. Do you usually agree to do things that others ask you to do? If you could afford to travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Are you able to play any musical instruments? What would you like to be able to do? And what goals are you aiming to accomplish this year? Now create a sentence about each image using the verb provided and an infinitive. And you can put your sentences in the comments if you'd like some feedback. And here the same thing again. Create some sentences about these pictures using the verbs provided, and you can add those in the comments. And here are a few more questions that you can answer in the comments as well. What would you like to learn to do? What do you hope to do in the future? And what are you planning to do tonight? What about this weekend? Now change each sentence from direct speech to reported speech using the verb provided. So, Nicole to Lisa, sure, I will help you move on Saturday. So, Nicole agreed to help Lisa move on Saturday. James to Jessica, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. James didn't intend to hurt Jessica's feelings. And Pam to Kevin, do you need a ride to the airport? I can drive you. Pam offered to drive Kevin to the airport. Mom to child, no, you can't borrow $50. The mother refused to lend per child, $50. Francis says we are going to Italy next week. Francis is planning to go to Italy next week. Henry to Monica, I am so excited to see you next week. Henry can't wait to see Monica next week. And boss to employee, if you are late for work one more time, I will fire you. The boss threatened to fire the employee. Now create a sentence about each image using the word provided and an infinitive. And you can put those in the comments. And here are some more questions. Have you ever failed to complete an assignment on time? Have you ever pretended to have other plans in order to miss an event? Have you ever volunteered to do something? Now match each verb with its meaning. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Dare is to have the courage to do something. Demand is to insist on having. Deserve is to be worthy of something. Desire, to want strongly or to wish for. And happen is done by chance, not planned. Now complete each sentence, and you might need to change the verb tenses. Pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Her boss doesn't like to be interrupted. She wouldn't dare to enter his office without knocking first. I am not happy. I demand to speak. Oh, I didn't need the to. They already have the to here. Dare to enter his office. I demand to speak with the manager right now. She has worked at the company for over 2 years. She deserves to get a promotion. She desires to quit her job and travel around the world. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And here are a few more matching. Hurry is to move quickly or to rush. Manage is, let's come back to manage. Mean is to intend. Strive is to make great efforts to achieve something. Tend is to act regularly or frequently in a certain way, and manage is to succeed in doing something. Now complete each sentence, and again you may need to change the verb tense. Pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. We must strive to get there on time. She managed to complete everything on time despite others thinking she couldn't do it. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Actually, this one should be hurry. We must hurry to get there on time. And she strives to become a doctor. And I tend to wake up early, even on the weekends. So the verbs need, would, like, and want are also commonly followed by infinitives, but sometimes an object comes before the infinitive. And here are some examples. I need you to buy milk, or I need to buy milk. Both are correct, they just have slightly different meanings. The verb like can generally be followed by an object or an infinitive, but would like is normally followed by an infinitive. So for example, I would like to travel to Asia. And here are some questions that you can answer in the comments. What activity would you like to try? What country would you like to visit? And what would you like to eat for dinner tonight? All right, so these are some speaking practice. If you have a conversation partner, you can practice some of these. Or you could maybe answer some of these questions, comment on these in the comments, and perhaps get some conversation going that way. For example, you might say, I want to travel to another country, and then you talk about what country you want to travel to and why. Just put the information in the comments, and hopefully we can generate some conversation among the group. All right, and then you can also practice by creating some example sentences using the verbs below, remembering that they are followed by infinitives. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, participate in the comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.